What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news, and like always, before I get into things, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. For this video, let's see if we can hit a goal, 1,000 likes on this video. That would be greatly appreciated. Now, as for some of the highlights, Jordan Brand recently unveiled their Holiday 2020 collection, and we're going to go over the entire collection, including the Air Jordan 4 Fire Red. I know some people still are unsure if they're going to release in that infrared-like shade or if it's going to be a true Fire Red Air Jordan 4. Also included is a first look at the Air Jordan 3 Cool Gray, an upcoming collaboration with A Ma Maniere and Jordan Brand on the Air Jordan 3, and much more from Jordan Brand. Also in this video is a good amount from Nike and a few things from Adidas. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. Quick update on the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Yecher. Now, I believe that's how you pronounce it, but for those that are interested in purchasing, they will release on November 11th. Retail price will be $220. You might remember that there was an update to the Yeezy 700 V3 Eremiel. Now, originally it was expected to feature mostly white, but apparently something changed. I'm not entirely sure what. And then we received an updated mock-up, which shows that the pair comes in mostly black and there is some brown detailing. Now we have a first look at the upcoming release, and it is on point compared to the second Photoshop. Other than that, we don't really have much more information. They will release on December 21st, and the retail price will be $200. The Nike Air Force 1 CO.JP, known as Wheat, it's actually being called Wheat Mocha by Nike, and this pair originally released back in 2001 as a Japan exclusive. Now, they are going to return. I spoke about this pair in the previous video, but I wasn't sure if the October 8th release date was just going to be overseas, but it looks like they're going to be available worldwide on that day. Retail price will be $140. Not only do we have official images for all three colorways forming the Off-White Nike Air Rubber Dunk collection, but we have a confirmed release date for all three unless Nike decides to push the date back. Now, those three pairs includes Green Strike, University Gold, and University Blue. Originally, we knew that the Green Strike pair was going to release on October 1st, but the other two, it wasn't known. Now we can confirm October 1st will be the release date for all three. However, there is a catch, and each pair will release at select regions. So, the Green Strike pair will debut in America, the University Gold pair will release in China and Asia Pacific, while the University Blue pair will launch across Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. Available in adult, preschool, and toddler sizing, retail price will be $190. Months and months back, I leaked that the Air Penny 3 would be making a return in 2020. One of those colorways is the Eggplant, which originally released in 2010. Now, there is an OG colorway that hasn't leaked yet, and I'll tell you guys in a moment after I run down this shoe. Dressed in the original form, it features white leather up top, black lanes on the collar, and then we have a molded foamposite on the overlay, which is dipped in purple. Now, as for the release date for this pair, October 22nd is when they'll release, and the retail price will be $155. Now, the other colorway of the Penny 3 that hasn't leaked yet but will release this year is the black and blue pair. Although we have yet to see a first look at the Nike Air Max 1 Powerwall Pink Lemonade, we have a release date. Now, the release should look pretty much like this, while using shades of pink on the upper, white on the midsole, and then a black rubber outsole. They may come with yellow laces or brown. I know the original mock-up had brown, but either way, if you're a fan, they drop on November 4th. Retail price will be $140. As most of you know, the Nike Air Raid in the OG colorway of black and gray is making a return this year. Now, although they do have a release date, I have seen that Jimmy Jazz started to release pairs early. Unfortunately, I don't have a Jimmy Jazz by me, but if you're interested in buying now and you have one by you, hit them up. They may have your size. But if you're like me and you don't have one, October 8th is when they will release. Most retailers should have them, and the retail price will be $140. The Nike SB Dunk High Invert Celtics released overseas at select skate shops on September 12th. However, there is a wider release that is expected to take place in October. And before that happens, we now have official images giving us a better look. So if you don't know, the whole nickname for Invert Celtics comes from the fact if you take a picture with your camera or your phone and you invert the colors, they are flipped. A pretty cool concept. I'm not a huge fan of the color combination, but overall, it's something different. And like I mentioned, October is when they're expected to release. We don't have a specific date, and the retail price will be $120. Months back, information leaked that Nike would be releasing another Air Force One skeleton. This time, it will be dressed in orange and black. So, fitting for Halloween, the actual shade of orange used is brilliant orange. And it's been a minute since we've heard an update, but now we have a release date, and this pair is currently scheduled to debut on October 28th. So, just before Halloween, and the retail price will be $130. It looks like releasing later this year, Concepts will have another collaboration with Nike SB, and this time around it'll be on the Nike SB Dunk High. Now, the official information on the shoes, what they're inspired by, is unknown. However, it features a mallard duck theme and is rumored to pay tribute to Make Way for Ducklings by Robert McCloskey, which is a children's book. Now, that isn't confirmed, it's just what's going around. You can also see that it features various materials throughout. On the liner, we also have a bird and trees, which actually might be a duck. And then on the tongue label where it reads Nike SB, just below it, it says Duck High Pro. Now, tying this into a Concepts collaboration is on the inside of the tongue, we have the retailer's branding. After pausing the video, I went and looked up Make Way for Ducklings, the book, and the graphic that's on the liner and insoles is actually from the book itself. At least it looks that way, but nothing is confirmed as of yet. Now, we don't have a retail price, but this pair is rumored to release fall 2020. The DQM Nike Air Max 90 Bacon is still going to release, but it's going to release later than expected. Now, originally, this pair was rumored to release for Air Max Day 2020 this year, and then a rumor came out that the shoes were no longer releasing, and then they were scrapped. Then we heard that they were going to release Holiday 2020, which has a ton of people excited. The shoe is really sought after, but now that's not going to happen. So the newest release time frame is March 2021, and this release will be one of many celebrating Air Max month. Retail price will be $140. The other day, Jordan Brand officially unveiled the Air Jordan 35. Now, there is a total of 5 colorways that they unveiled, so I'm going to briefly go over each colorway as well as provide a release date. So first up, we have the Center of Gravity colorway, which is a tribute to the original Air Jordan 5 on its 30th anniversary. The second is the Air Jordan 35 Warrior, which draws inspiration from Jordan Brand athlete Rui Hachimura's identity and a kanji-inspired samurai logo designed by his mother in honor of his family's name and warrior spirit on the court. Refreshing the iconic fire red colorway of the Air Jordan 5, the Air Jordan 35 DNA colorway is a nod to the fiery fighter plane and intensity of the 90s. Designed by Zion Williamson, the Bayou Boys Air Jordan 35 alludes to the vibrant diversity of New Orleans and includes crackled faux gator leather, a marbled plate, and a gum bottom. The Morpho colorway is meant to symbolize the effortless grace of Butterfly, referencing Chinese guard Guo Alun's smooth playing style. Now, each pair will retail at $180, and the release date for Center of Gravity is October 17th. The Warrior will release on October 21st. The DNA pair will debut on November 11th. Zion Williamson's Bayou Boys will drop on November 30th. And the Air Jordan 35 Morpho will debut on December 24th. Recently released is a new single by Travis Scott known as Franchise, and not only that, he released a music video which was partly filmed at Michael Jordan's Chicago mansion. To celebrate, Travis Scott posted a video which shows him wearing an unreleased Travis Scott Air Jordan 1, and the pair features a reverse or alternate color blocking. Now, I've seen a lot of people, they're not a fan of the shoe just because the amount of white used. We still have the backward swoosh that's done in black, and then we have brown on the toe and heel. Now, just as a heads up, I'm already seeing on Instagram people saying that this shoe is releasing, people putting coming soon, and that isn't the case as of now. This is a sample or even a friends and family, so don't get your hopes up yet. But what is your thoughts on this pair? We have new images of the Air Jordan 11 25th anniversary. Now, there's nothing new besides the new images. The release date is all the same. However, I haven't spoke on these shoes in a while, and I've seen some people asking about them. So I thought it was the perfect time with the new images just to feature them once again. Currently, the release date is December 12th, and the retail price will be $220. They'll also come with this special box. And I know early on when people first saw this shoe, they thought it was ugly, or I'm not even sure if they thought it was ugly or if it was just too plain. But I have seen a lot of people are really excited now about the release. So I want to ask you guys, has your opinion changed on the shoe, or have you liked it from the start and you still like them? There is a rumor going around that Atlanta's own A Ma Maniere is collaborating with Jordan Brand to release their very own Air Jordan 3. Now, although this is a rumor, we do have details believing that a release will take place, and shout out to Soul Heat on Feet and Z Sneakerhead Z for the info. Now, we have the colorway, we have the product number, and the pair will come dressed in a white, medium gray, and violet ore colorway. Now, the image used is a Photoshop, so what actually releases probably will look different. Not only that, they will release matching apparel. This is said to be a women's release, which will also release in preschool and toddler sizing. And currently, we don't have a release date. This pair is expected to debut early 2021, and currently no retail price. Now, although a Photoshop, let me know your thoughts on this mock-up. If Jordan Brand released this pair just like this, would you buy? Also, what leaked is a first look at the Air Jordan 3 Cool Gray. Now, this is definitely not the best look at this pair. As you can see, it's not even finished. The upper is not attached to the midsole, but what this does do is it lets people know that they're actually releasing, because there was a bit of people skeptical on the release, which I get. Not only that, it does appear that they're going to release in original form. So we have a bit of red, you can barely see it, that will land on the tongue, and then we have orange on the eyelets and gray throughout. So pretty much your standard cool gray Air Jordan 3. It does look slightly darker compared to the original, but I believe that is the lighting. I'm not 100% positive on that though. Either way, more images will leak very soon. Now, as for the release date, February 27th, 2021 is when they're scheduled to drop, and the retail price will be $190. A few days ago, Jordan Brand unveiled their holiday 2020 collection, and right off the bat, there was quite a few questions. So in this video, I'm going to answer some of those questions. I'm also going to provide release dates and retail prices when they're available. As well, I'm going to talk about them somewhat in order, starting with the Air Jordan 1 up to the Air Jordan 13. However, the Air Jordan 4 Fire Red, I'm saving that for last because it needs a little more detail. But before I jump into this, just as a heads up, this isn't the only shoes Jordan Brand is releasing for holiday season. This is just some other standout ones. I've actually seen quite a few people asking about the Air Jordan 11 and a few others, but don't worry, those are still coming. So, going to read from their press release, give you guys the release date and the details you may need. And first up is the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG CO.JP in Midnight Navy. First released in 2001, accompanying the metallic silver Air Jordan 1 High OG CO.JP. The Midnight Navy colorway returns for a global release. One of the first high OGs to use navy coloring, this model was popular with skateboarders and worn by Nike SB athletes when Nike SB first formed in the early 2000s. The shoe features a metallic silver swoosh and a jewel finished wings logo, and releases in full family sizing. Now recently the release date was pushed forward. They're now scheduled to debut on October 31st, and the retail price will be $170. Inspired by MJ's iconic 63-point game in Boston in 1986, the women's Air Jordan 1 High OG focuses on progress, not perfection. The shoe flaunts a raw construction with unstitched eyelets and rich, genuine matte Lucky Green leather. The shoe, which comes in full family sizing, also features a parquet floor-inspired insole reminiscent of the old Boston court. So like mentioned, this pair will release in women's sizing. I'm not sure as of yet if it's going to be in extended women's sizing, but the release date is October 15th and the retail price will be $170. This Air Jordan 1 High OG employs a new twist on a familiar color scheme, Dark Mocha, a colorway with rich history in the Jordan brand. The crisp color blocking on genuine nubuck leather gives this model a clean and classic look. The shoe comes in men's and grade school sizing. You can expect the release date for this pair to change. Currently it's scheduled for October 31st. Retail price will be $170. Now, as you guys just heard, the Air Jordan 1 High OG CO.JP, the release date was pushed forward to October 31st, and Jordan brand wouldn't release two big Air Jordan 1 releases on the same day. So expect another update soon. Straight from the vault, this High OG takes inspiration from an elusive friends and family Air Jordan 1 in the 1980s that later came to life in 2003 as an Air Jordan 1 mid. At the time, that mid was amongst the first patent leather Air Jordan 1s released from Jordan brand. An OG satin woven label and glossy black and gold patent leather cover the model from heel to toe. It will be available in men's and grade school sizing. Currently scheduled to release on November 30th, which is Cyber Monday, and the retail price will be $170. Releasing outside of North America, this take on the Air Jordan 3 employs a black genuine leather upper with accents of purple and orange on the midsole, ankle, and tongue. Gray cement elephant print finishes the look. As you guys heard, it's releasing outside of North America. Yes, it's not scrapped, which I talked about in the previous video, and the release date is still November 21st, but the fact that it's going to release outside of North America, it's going to be hard to obtain for a lot of you. I know there is retailers online which you can still go after, like sneakers and stuff, I believe, in clothing. Those type of stores should have them. If I forgot to mention, November 21st is the release date. Also, the retail price will be $190. Dressed in a combination of canvas and twill materials assembled in quilt-like patchwork fashion, this take on the Air Jordan 4 features beautiful prints and textures inspired by Japanese craftwork and design. The model releases outside of North America, so this marks the second pair that won't be available in the States. Again, stores like Sneakers and Stuff, I believe, although not confirmed, they should have them. Now, still, we don't have a release date, but they are expected to debut holiday season, and the retail price currently is $190. However, that hasn't been confirmed yet. Continuing the celebration of the Air Jordan 5's 30th anniversary, this What The edition of the iconic model mixes a variety of the silhouette's past non-OG colorways and material plays, including the Jordan 5 Tokyo, Raging Bull, Green Bean, Army Olive, and K54, among others. The shoes are completed with embroidered logos from the Shanghai and Tokyo colorways. The model releases in men's and grade school sizing. I know there was a rumor early on saying that this pair was an overseas exclusive release, but that isn't the case for this one, and currently they are scheduled to release on November 7th, and the retail price will be $220. The only first look from this collection is the Air Jordan 8 being called Burgundy, so this pair is a women's exclusive, and once again reading from Jordan Brand's press release, this women's Air Jordan 8 features the iconic chenille fabric patch on the tongue, smooth premium and suede leather, and is draped in rich burgundy, a color deeply rooted in Jordan brand history. To me, this looks just like the Bugs Bunny Air Jordan 8, aka hair. It's just kind of like grayed out. Where the red would be, we now have burgundy, and no specific release date for this pair. However, they are expected to release in November. Retail price will be $190. Flipping the iconic black and red colors of the OG, this take on the Air Jordan 12 puts a subtle color twist on the classic model. The shoe features a genuine red suede upper, an OG faux lizard print mudguard, a woven label, and is topped off with matte chrome finishes on the eyelets. The shoe also comes in OG packaging and releases in full family sizing. Now, the way things are looking right now, this will be the last release of 2020, and at the time of shooting, December 26th is when they're scheduled to release, and the retail price will be $190. Another fresh spin on a classic model, this Air Jordan 12 combines iconic Concord purple, a color rich in Jumpman history, with a genuine black suede upper. The model comes with an OG faux lizard print mudguard, chrome finished eyelets, and a woven label. The shoe releases in men's and grade school sizing. The Air Jordan 12 Dark Concord is scheduled to release on October 24th, and the retail price will be $190. This refreshed take on the Air Jordan 13 employs a black reflective textile upper with hyper royal accents and detailing. With a microfiber tongue and familiar holographic eye, this model comes with OG packaging and releases in full family sizing. So the Air Jordan 13 Hyper Royal will debut on December 19th. Retail price will be $190. Last up, we have the Air Jordan 4 Fire Red. The classic returns with OG color blocking, shape, and details loyal to its original 1989 specs. The shoe comes with a Nike Air hang tag and OG packaging and releases in full family sizing. This pair was the talk of the entire release just because of the images used. Now, when Jordan Brand put out their photos of the Air Jordan 4, the red, it looked almost pink. It could have even been infrared. Now, that was on Jordan Brand. Definitely, they should have went through that and noticed that the coloring wasn't right. They shouldn't have overlooked, but they did fix it. They said, editor's note, earlier imagery of the Air Jordan 4 Retro has been updated to reflect true coloring. So don't worry, the red used will be just like it was on the OG for the 2020 Retro. And shout out to everybody that hit me up asking if they were going to be in pink or if it's going to resemble the OG in red. I know for me, I definitely wouldn't have been happy if this pair featured that pinkish shade of red. Even though all Jordan Brand did was use Photoshop or another image editing program to fix the image, they didn't retake it. It will come like the OG. So for the release info, November 27th is when they're scheduled to release, which is Black Friday, and the retail price will be $200. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com and then we take it to YouTube. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have a feeling that this video is going to be pretty long, at least the same length as my usual videos. There was a lot to cover. I know I said I'm going to try to make the video shorter but have more uploads. This week I did hit the goal of uploading 3, but I definitely think that this video is going to be around 20 minutes. So my apologies on that. I know a lot of you still say you enjoy the long videos. And the next one, you can either expect Monday or Tuesday. I'm unsure. It just depends because I'm uploading on Saturday. I don't know if there's going to be enough news for Monday, but I do have some things to share as well, so maybe we can make that work. Now, before I get out of here, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.